Hi, this is part two of the lesson on unity. Again, originally taught at Open Heaven Church in Gainesville, Georgia. I guess I didn't introduce myself last time. This is Renee Morris, and I'm publishing this publicly in case somebody can use it other than my students in the United States and in Ukraine. I'm recording specifically for my Ukrainian friends, but it would not hurt anyone who is trying to practice pronunciation and learn vocabulary. So in this chart, we have the English words, some of them, the maybe more difficult words that were used in the passage, the English definition, the example sentences, the Ukrainian translation word, and then the example sentences. I do not speak Ukrainian, so I will not be pronouncing that, but it's for those of you who do, and hopefully we spoke about connections in the last video, and languages connect, and many times as you make those connections, you learn. Studies have shown that when you connect new information to old information already in your brain, it just sticks better. It has something to connect to. I guess I'm going to use the word connect a lot. Connect means to fit together. Now, the first word here is unity. We discussed that in the last video. The definition in English is being together as one group or team. And that could be church, it could be a marriage, it could be a family that's unified, it could be a business, but usually you have a common goal that you're working toward. The example sentence is, the school promotes unity among students. They want students to work together. Oh, look at that. The next word is together. With others in the same place or group. The English sentence, we worked together to clean the park. Many times we work together at church. We sing together. We read together. We study together. We learn together, etc. The next word is peace. A time without war or fighting. Very important word for us as a globe, a country, and as individuals. The world needs more peace and understanding. The next word is forgive. It means to stop being angry at someone who hurt you. It doesn't take away what they did to you, but you are no longer upset with them or angry at them or having a strong emotion. Anger is a strong negative emotion. Forgiveness is a strong positive emotion. It is important to forgive others. There's a saying that holding on to anger is like swallowing poison, expecting to hurt the other person. I'm not sure if I got that exactly right. Maybe it was about revenge. But the truth is that when you live with a lack of forgiveness, when you live with anger, it really does hurt you the most. So it doesn't mean you have to like that person, but you can forgive them and have peace in your heart and move on. Support means to help or stand by someone. You can support someone physically by holding on to them if they're weak. You can support someone emotionally or mentally by encouraging them, by listening to them, by caring about them. Friends support each other in hard times. Friends do, family, people who are married to each other, people who are unified and have unity, support each other in hard times. They're unified. Church. It's a building where people go to worship God. There are some who say that we are the church, the people. We can worship God anywhere. And I believe there is a verse where two or more come together. We can pray, we can encourage, we can sing. So church is more of a process and a feeling and a connection than it is a building per se. But we do talk about going to church every Sunday, to the place of worship. Maybe that's the best definition, a place of worship. Pray means to speak to God. She likes to pray before meals. We're very fortunate that we can pray to God at any moment. We can pray in our minds. We can pray out loud. We can pray with others. I think my favorite place to pray is in the car because I'm focused. I'm sitting still focused on the road, but I can just talk to God. No interruptions. Neighbor. We talked about that earlier. A neighbor is a person who lives near you. My neighbor helped me carry groceries, but we still have that ability to think of our neighbors as global, as everyone, whether we like them or not. They are our neighbors to love with the love of Christ. And by the way, we all struggle with this. I was a little bit displeased with something that happened today, and I just prayed for God's peace and for Him to forgive me for my weaknesses of getting angry. And again, praying and speaking with God made me feel better. Strong means having power or strength. He is strong in both body and mind. We can be strong emotionally. We can be strong physically. Doesn't mean that we're always strong. It means that we can be strong. And when we're not, that is when we need the support of our friends and our church. And we need to pray. And we need to ask our neighbors for help. So that then later, when we are stronger, we can be strong for others. Love, finally, is a deep feeling of care and affection. Families show love in many ways. And again, as I said earlier, we have romantic love, where we call it falling in love with someone else. Some people say that sounds like you've fallen into a hole somewhere. We have parental love, of care for a child. We have friendly love. And we just have the love of our neighbors in this world. Okay, so let's read the passage together. I'm going to try to pick up the pace a little bit. So try to keep up. I'm going to read straight through it one time. And again, if you ever have questions, put them in the comments. I don't know how that works, but hopefully it will. Unity means standing together in love. We are not alone. God gives us peace when we live in unity. The Bible teaches that the church is one body. Every person has a role. Some people teach, some help, some pray. But we are all part of one body. Jesus said we must love one another. He told a story about a man who helped his neighbor. This shows unity and kindness. In Ukraine, many churches work together. They support their neighbors and help those in need. People share meals, sing songs, and pray with faith. Okay, I'm going to quickly go over this because it's kind of a bonus, I guess, a little extra for your money. Present simple versus present continuous verbs. Present simple is we pray. Like right now, we, meaning others and myself, we pray. Past tense would be we prayed. We prayed yesterday. The present continuous here is we are praying. So we pray is more simplistic, simple. Right now, we pray in the present tense. But we are praying means we pray and continue to pray, which is where the word continuous comes from. We don't stop. We pray without ceasing. We are praying daily. We are praying with every breath. And second, modals, can, should. We should forgive. That means something that is best to do, that you're supposed to do. Can means it's possible. We can forgive, always. Should means it's important and it's something to do. Not just that it's possible, but it's preferable. I'm going to put that down and you can look it up if you need to. Can equals possible. Should equals preferable. Meaning it's the best thing to do. So I'm going to stop there. I hope this recorded. Good morning, good evening, good day, good night. And if you ever want a specific lesson, put it in the comments and I will record it. Thank you.